everyone. Today on this Gemini moon, I am pulling some cards for guidance for the collective, for those of you who are struggling with overthinking right now, feeling a little bit restless. Here's some guidance for you. Even if the moon is no longer in Gemini, I still recommend listening to this reading if your personal moon is in Gemini, like me, or if you've just been struggling a lot with overthinking, feeling restless. This is a collective reading, so remember to take what resonates, leave the rest. Overthinking. Advice for overthinking for the collective. Spirit, please provide messages that will help the collective. Oh, I went to cut the deck and we have the card of overthinking. The card of sleepless nights. 9 of Swords here. Alright, so that's the significator card. More cards for the collective, Spirit. See, the cards are not coming together easily. All of a sudden, it's difficult to shuffle everyone. Let's just take a deep breath. Ground, center. All right, so we have the Hermit reversed. So if you've been isolating yourself, it's actually time to come out of that isolation. Some of you may have been doing a lot of soul searching recently, a lot of introspection, but because you've been in this period for so long, it's like you're starting to see the shadow aspect of the Hermit. Like you're starting to become a little too secluded, if you know what I mean. I know it's hard to come out of that energy, especially when you've been there for a long time. Yeah, and then the 3 of Swords reversed. So for a lot of you, you are really focused on this heartbreak from the past. Or for some of you, it's actually the fear of having your heart broken. For some of you, that's why you have been in isolation. Let's see. More cards. Page of Pentacles reversed. Yeah. So I see that you've been isolating. More cards, please. Yeah. It's like some of you are moving out of a phase of being a student and you're feeling very overwhelmed. You're moving out of the phase of being an apprentice, and now that you have more responsibilities, this is really overwhelming for you, and it's kind of hard for you to juggle you're doing a lot, but it's a lot to handle right now. Some advice for these people that are struggling. This card flew out. We have the 5 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, so it looks like some of you, you've been reluctant to accept help from others. Yeah, this really speaks to the Hermit reversed. It's like you've been isolating yourself. And some of you do feel like you are really alone. And I don't want to discount that. I don't want to tell you that things aren't serious. So it looks like a lot of you have been through some serious heartbreak in the past, a lot of pain. Some of you might be struggling with depression here. I definitely recommend speaking with a licensed counselor if you all are struggling with that. I'm here to provide guidance, but sometimes things are out of my area of expertise. And so for some of you, I would recommend be seeking professional help. I know how it feels to struggle with anxiety, to struggle with depression. So I know it is really hard to reach out. And sometimes it feels so much easier to just isolate yourself. Sometimes that feels safer. Death reversed. Yeah. So for some of you, you have been thinking about, you don't know if you want to be here anymore. And you don't, it's like you want things to change. You want things to get better, but you feel like things aren't going to get any better. You feel like you're just going to be stuck forever. And I know it sounds cliche to say that things will get better. What's some advice for these people who are struggling? These people who are struggling with their overthinking. I'm going to pull 3 more cards, Spirit. 3 more cards for those who are struggling here. For those of you who are thinking of doing something drastic ending, you'll know what I'm talking about if this is you. Please don't. There are people who love you. There are people who care about you. I know that you've been through some pain, a lot of pain in the past, and sometimes it feels like you're all alone. But there are people who love you and people who care about you. Yeah, and so for some of you, I'm seeing that, where can I put this? Just put that there. So for some of you, I do see that has to do with, for some of you, a divorce, for some of you, being separated from your children, for some of you, an unhappy family life. But just because this didn't work out, it doesn't mean that there aren't. What I'm saying is there are still people who care about you, and life is still worth living, and you might feel like you're never going to come out of this, but you will. Judgment. Yeah. So for a lot of you, I feel like you're overthinking. You might have a decision to make, and deep down, you know what the right thing to do here is. Maybe I should be covering all this. I forgot to censor this card. Yeah. The Sun reversed. Yeah, so upright, the Sun can speak to joy, optimism, positivity. Reversed, I do see that for a lot of you, it does signify depression here, unfortunately. And yeah, you might feel like all hope is lost, even if you're not depressed, even if just the anxiety, like you're not seeing the positive. And I don't want to tell you, just focus on the positive. I know it's really difficult sometimes, especially when you're in the thick of it. How can we help? Spirit, what guidance does this pile need? Ace of Pentacles. So I know that it feels overwhelming, but one thing that might help you, if you're overwhelmed, if you're overthinking, if you don't know how you're going to get through the day, is, it reminds me of this proverb. I think it's chop wood, carry water. Like, you just need to come up with one thing to do, and that will help you to be in the moment, to focus. Whether it's anxiety, whether it's depression, whether it's just general scattered thoughts, just choosing one thing, possibly, I would say, I mean, it's not really related to the tarot cards, but writing it down, doing a checklist to do, and just writing that one thing. And then whenever you cross it off, you will feel slightly better and a little bit clearer, and like you've at least done one thing, even if that is just showering or doing the dishes or changing out of your dirty pajamas and changing into clean pajamas. I know that can be helpful. Or, you know, if you have a bill to pay, or if you have to go to some sort of appointment, just do that appointment, and then that'll help you to, if it is an appointment, at least you'll know what your next steps are after you go. Or, you know, I think, see, my moon is in Gemini, so sometimes I'm prone to scattered thinking too. Like, even right now, I'm really in that energy, because right now Gemini is there's a Gemini, I think it's waxing moon, and then there's a Gemini moon is also my personal moon sign. So I know how it feels. Believe me, I know how it feels to feel a little scattered. Yeah, let's see. So we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. This is for advice. It's interesting that your advice is Pentacles cards. All right, one more message of advice. All right, and then we have the Six of Cups reversed. So we'll start with the Seven of Pentacles reversed first. With the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like you've been trying to do a lot of things at once, and you've been working hard, and then it's kind of like you've just stopped. Like, you've just stopped working. You're not feeling very stable, and you feel like it's just really overwhelming. But then again, I would focus on just really doing one thing at a time. And with the Six of Cups reversed, I would say, So Six of Cups reversed. Why is the Six of Cups reversed here? So the Six of Cups can usually represent like childhood or nostalgia, you know, focusing on, you know, love in the past. And for some of you, I feel like some of you have been betrayed, and some of you have experienced heartbreak, possibly related to, you know, this love in the past or some sort of family situation in the past. So with this card reversed, I would say to try not to focus so much on the past. I mean, you can go into that with a licensed professional, but for now, focus on doing the one thing that, I would say this one thing that with judgment that you are being called to do, that you know is the right choice. And yeah, if you're not sure what to do, if you're still not sure what you're being called to do, what this action would be. For some of you, this is a bigger thing. Some of you have been considering going to therapy, but there is help available for you, I would say. And just really take it one day at a time, one thing at a time. Don't try not to put too much on your plate at once. I know it feels like things are going really slowly, like slower, much slower than you want them to, and you're feeling out of control, but this will really help you just doing one thing at a time. And I really hope this reading was helpful for you. Let me know if it resonated for you, if it was helpful for you. I really hope so. I'm sending you all of the healing energy, and I hope that you have a pleasant rest of the day as much as you can. And I really wish you the best of luck. If you like my style of reading, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. And if you have any ideas for future videos, please leave a comment down below.